Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You are here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. I am your host, KPZ, and today we are doing a review of the American Tier 4 Tech Tree Destroyer, the Farragut. We're going to be moving up the American Destroyer Tech Tree during this next update here. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. Last week we had the Clemson, and this week we have got the Farragut. We're here on Trident in a domination match. Pardon me, I'm recovering from COVID, so if I cough or whatever during the narration of this video, I apologize. It really can't be helped. Um, I've came through it pretty much okay. It's like a mix between a cold and a flu. Um, Here's a look at the teams. We are top tier. As you can see, Izakazi, Sabrazatelny, T-22 on the enemy team. I definitely consider the Suppositotelny the most dangerous enemy ship. Also is an aircraft carrier. So starting off in a domination match, even though we're a gunboat, we're going to try to go into Charlie, and we are going to try to impose our will on the enemy team. First and foremost, your job here is to get caps, but also to hunt destroyers. That's what you got those 5 gun barrels for. The Farragut is the first destroyer in the American Tech Tree to get these really nice 127mm turrets. So we're going to try to put those to good use today. I will say though, in this match, we start off doing a lot of gunboating. We end up doing some torpedo boating. Uh, Good or bad, I mean, it is what it is. All right, enemy battleship, the Gangoot out there, definitely a ship I'm concerned about. Too far away out of our torpedo range. With the gunboat focus commander, whether you are using full Halsey or Mordoff, your torpedo range only 4.5 or 5.5 kilometers. Arleigh Burke 5.5 kilometers. Only with Gleaves do you get a longer option, and so we are using Mordoff. If you don't have Mordoff, I would recommend Halsey for the quicker reload. We did launch torpedoes at these enemy destroyers, not really um, hoping they would do anything other than run into them. Pardon me. I swear my symptoms weren't that bad until I hit the record button. All right, so the Sabrazatelny takes out our other destroyer over here, so we're kind of up against it. Now a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-2, depending on if you count that other ship out there 9.5 kilometers away. Just shooting to see if they're willing to expose themselves for me to shoot at here. There's the Izakazi, so we're going to turn and start putting some fire down on him. And you can see these US guns really are quite nice, even though I did not hit it on that first salvo. Just the second salvo, couple of incapacitations, and piling up the damage. Teammate chips in, pretty good accuracy, although a little floaty at this range. And we whittle him down to the very bottom, although we do not kill him, and he disappears into his smokescreen. Off screen, one of the other enemy destroyers gets killed. Sabrazatelny pops up, still being fired upon by that enemy battleship, I guess, about 10 kilometers away. Sabrazatelny goes into the smokescreen, so I'm just going to try to present a bow on profile and hopefully dodge any shots or torpedoes that are headed my way. We are spotted by planes. So again, although they're not necessarily coming after me here, I am cognizant that they are out there. We are getting shot at from the smokescreen. I think we did dodge some um, carrier torpedoes, but at the end of the day, Izakazi's back up on our view here, and we are going to light him up and finish him off. Surprise to tell me, we got torpedoes in the water, and we're also dodging torpedoes. was very lucky I was able to slow down in time, and we do catch the Sprozatelny with a torpedo. I think I just must have just missed a double strike there for our second kill. So we killed two destroyers over here in the Charlie Cap. We have done our job as far as that is concerned. We put up our smoke screen to break the line of sight from the Kaiser, so the Kaiser no longer has us spotted. We're going to circle back around and go into this cap and try to capture it out. So the enemy only has one destroyer left. I want to say you can see him on the minimap over there by Alpha. And I think he gets killed right there. So there aren't any enemy destroyers left. So now you have to switch your focus from being a gunboat that hunts destroyers to be more of an all-around destroyer. So we're going to go into Charlie here and try to cap that out. And you know, the airplanes here, airplanes, I don't see them a lot in matches anymore. That may change in the upcoming update. I guess there's going to be a premium carrier at some point, another one. Um, you know, maybe some people will start playing carriers. Who knows? Who knows? But you have to prepare as if they're going to be there, especially a destroyer. And you never know how good that carrier commander is going to be. You never know if you're going to be harassed and targeted, or if they're just going to spot you and target other ships, which is what I think this carrier player is doing. And if you are a carrier player, really spotting a DD, um, but then going after a less mobile target is probably a good course of action, in my opinion. We do get that AA up and working. We have shot down a handful of planes. So we're going to go back behind this island here. Don't have a smoke screen. We do launch a bunch of torps at the New York. And they look good, but I'm not confident about anything. So we'll see what happens. He appears to be turning away. We're going to duck behind the rock here and continue to shoot down airplanes and see if our torpedoes can get anything done. All right, so we didn't hit anything with our torpedoes, but we are getting a capture right there, solo cap of Charlie. We now have a 2-to-1 cap circle lead, and it is a lead we are not going to relinquish. Still shooting down airplanes. That's our 5th shoot down. And they duck behind that rock there. All right, so we got the New York. We got these 2 other battleships over here. So we're just going to try to move back into torpedo range. And this is a very delicate dance for a gunboat commander in a gunboat that's trying to use torpedoes. So our detectability is 5. We're 5.1 away from the New York, and we launch those torpedoes. And the max distance of those, again, the max range is 5.5. So just a 400-meter window for those torpedoes to work. So any kind of maneuvering by that New York that lengthens that distance, like last time, those torpedoes are just going to fall short. So this is a very delicate dance you have to play as a gunboat commander using your torpedoes. And as you can see, he did not do a lot of maneuvering. So we take him out, kill number 3, devastating strike number 2, and we got the Kaiser, and we got the Gangoot over here as well. And they do have one other ship, the aircraft carrier. Spoiler alert, we never find the aircraft carrier in this match. So we're just going to head out here looking at the heading of these 2 ships using the torpedo range indicator, which is always a good thing to do. We are going to try to torp at the Kaiser. As you can see, he's just about to get into torpedo range. We got 15 seconds and counting. He is now in torpedo range. And so we're just going to continue to get close, but not get in detectability, although I think we might here in just a second. We are spotted, not by him, but by the Gangoot, who's cutting back to port. So I'm torping at the Kaiser. I am shooting at the Gangoot and trying to set him on fire. This is a little bit dangerous. We do take some damage there. But at the end of the day, we do set the Gangoot on fire, and the Kaiser either didn't realize those torpedoes were for him or didn't move out of the way. Either way, devastating strike number three, the high caliber kill number four. All right, we're going for that Kraken, folks. Got this gang viewed over here. We got him burning. We're racking up the damage. Our team is on its way to winning, not comfortably, but safely. We got two cap circles. They have one. Notice my teammates aren't trying to capture that last cap circle. Aircraft carrier nowhere to be found. So I decided to put up my smoke screen, do a little gunboating, hoping I could lure the Gangoot into my torpedo range. Thinking he would come out the smoke screen to cut down the distance. And of course I can do this because he's spotted by the battleship. But I realized right here he is not. In fact, he's going to turn away. So even though we could have stayed there for another, I don't know, 10, 20 seconds, kept racking up points, maybe before he got a little too far out of range for my comfort level, instead we're going to leave our smoke screen and we're going to try to get torpedoes out. Now you can see the range is farther away than the Gangoot is to me. So if I wanted to torp him right then, I'd have to get into his detectability to torp. And I don't want to do that if I don't have to. So we're going to use this island here. And I think he is going to turn back in because of the island. He's going to want to use it as cover, making sure I don't run into it here, as I often do. You can see the Gangoot did turn in. All right. And this Gangoot player is pretty sneaky about his maneuvering. He's pretty good with maneuvering. So I launch on the indicator and I launch behind the indicator in case he cuts the corner here. Hopefully that will be enough. He is still being damaged by our teammate. It looks like he is on fire. So I'm content to be in stealth here, but I can see him starting to turn in, much to my chagrin. I don't know if that's because of me or because of my teammate, but we are going to light him up with our guns, hoping to set him on fire, and hoping he will blunder into a torpedo, which he does. Kraken Unleashed. Yes, sir. Kill number five. All right. So we've had a great match here. You know, the aircraft carrier would be the icing on the cake. Probably put me in the 130,000 damage range. But I think I'm going to clip it here because at the end of the day, we do not find the aircraft carrier before time runs out. And so, you know, that is what it is. We don't have any speed boosts left. Uh, the other carrier commander on our team was doing different stuff with his airplanes. And so I think the carrier's over by this island in front of us. Not the one that's very close, but the one farther away there. And, you know, 2 minutes and change left in the match, and we're going to clip it here in a second. But I just blazed through the cap straight at the indicator and never found the carrier. So, and he hasn't done anything all match. So, you know, we shot down some of his airplanes. That's about it. So we're about to clip here. There's the end of the battle. All right, here we are, my favorite screen, the victory screen. Kraken Unleashed medal, high caliber medal, 1, 2, 3, devastating strikes. We ended up with 101,451 total damage. 11, you're as shocked as me, torpedo strikes. Shot down 5 airplanes, of course, those 5 big kills, and a solo base cap. Couldn't really do any more than we did in this match. 297,530 silver, 50, 50, 6506 ship XP and commander XP. There we are at the top of the board. 2891 in the Farragut. In my opinion, the first true gunboat in the U.S. destroyer line. Definitely recommend a gunboat commander like Halsey, or if you have Mordoff, I would definitely take Mordoff over Halsey Just one man's opinion. Not a fan of cartoon commanders, but it is what it is. All right, taking a look at the upgrades. Just one aiming system mod one. As you can see, the Farragut is fully upgraded. Loadout, standard US destroyer, two smoke generators, two engine boosts, and we did run that common battle booster for speed. Got that standard type permanent camouflage, and of course the early adopter flag, which I run on all my tech tree destroyers. 11,200 hit points with our build. Got those five 127 millimeter turrets, 10.2 kilometer firing range, 3.7 second reload, 12-second turn time. HE shells do 1,800 damage with a 5% fire chance. AP shells do 2,100 damage. All right, torpedoes, two quad launchers, reload every 88 seconds, max damage 11,733, just a 5.5 kilometer range at 58 knots, and their detectability is 1,100 meters. If you ran Cleaves, I think you could get that range up to 6.4. I do not recommend that. This is a gunboat. AA defense, fair, not great. Your main battery is dual purpose and does count as AA. 37.6 knots with the speed boost flag, 560-meter turning circle, 3-second rudder shift time. Concealment, 5 flat on the surface, 3 flat from the air, 2.3 when firing in smoke. Here's a look at the commander, Vincent Mordoff. Base trait, a slight reduction in the reload. We are doing a concealment build with Swirsky and Bay. You know, your mileage may vary. Some people will put Sims in there. Observant Rage, look at me now. Perceptive, Sheltered Arms is unique skill, and Unstoppable. That is a look at the Farragut and a Kraken gameplay. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.